Today we're going to be working on ThinkCentral Lesson 8-9, focusing on cubic units and volume. Just a quick review of what we studied previously of two concepts, perimeter and area. Remember, perimeter is distance around an object. To get the formula for that, formula for perimeter, you'd basically do 2 times the length and then add that to 2 times the width, and that will give you perimeter. Or you can just add all 4 sides up together. To get the area, remember it's length times width, and that will give you the area, and it's always measured in square units. Another quick review of finding area of fractional sides. It's the same as regular area, but you're multiplying fractions instead of whole numbers. And the only thing I say on this is when you're doing fractional sides, make sure that you create a formula where you're doing 2 times 4, all the numerators on top, and 3 times 5, all the denominators on the bottom. And then you'll get the square units for the area. All right, let's look at the first question on the homework. They ask you, how many faces does this cube have? And I'll draw a picture of a cube. There's also a picture of a cube, but a face is all the sides that you can see, the outside of it. So this is called a net shape over here. And a net shape is basically when you unfold a cube. So this would be the front, this would be the top, this would be the side, and the back, and the bottom. So there are, if you can see, you unfold a cube, all sides are the same, ends up with 6 faces. For the second problem, they're asking true or false. Are all the edges of a cube the same side? So you have to understand what a cube is. A cube is a shape that has all congruent sides and angles. So yes, a cube would have, all faces the same size. And if all faces are the same size, then by definition, all edges are the same size because cubes are made up of squares. How many cubes does the prism have? So they built this out of smaller cubic units. And if you can imagine, you have to kind of deconstruct this to see it. This would be the base. This would be just the first level right here. So you can see it's a 4x3, and a 4x3 very quickly would be drawn like that. So how many cubes does this base have? Well, you can count. You can either count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or you can just multiply length times width to give you 12. So the base of this would be 12 cubic units. Now you multiply that, how many stories or how tall is it? And it is 3 units tall. So the base 12 times the height 3 would give you 36. Or you can do length, which is 4, times width, which is 3, times height, which is 3. And that will also give you 36 cubic units. Here's the ThinkCentral explanation of the problem. So go ahead and pause the video and read that if you have any questions or need clarification. So they're going to give us a lot of practice in this. Again, you have length times width times height. Your length is here, your width is here, and your height is here. So count the cubes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 5 times 2 times 3. 5 times 2 times 3 will equal 30. So it is 30 cubes to build that shape. And here is the explanation for the problem from ThinkCentral. They call it layers. It's better to use the math term of base. So if you look at the base here, the base is 10 cubes and the height would be 3 times. So you have 3 times 10, which would give you 30. The number of cubes to build this is 3 times 2 times 4, and that would give you a total of 24 cubes to build this unit. So the volume is 24 cubic units. Here's the ThinkCentral explanation. Go ahead and pause the video and read that. It says basically you're taking each layer or the base and you're multiplying it by the height. How many cubes to build this? Well, if you count the length, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 times 5 for the base, which is 40, and it is 2 units tall, so 40 times 2 would make 80 cubic units. Final problem, we got a puzzled penguin over here. Not sure what he's thinking about, but he said he built this and the drawing only shows 52, but he knows that he used 80 when he built it. So how come the drawing looks different than what he used to build it? Well, looking at this carefully, puzzled penguin for some reason pretended or can't see that there are hidden cubes on the bottom of the base. He's only counting what you can see, the visual part of it. He can see all of this, but he can't see the ones that are hidden underneath that. So the only answer that makes sense is that he only counted the cubes that are visible, and some of them are hidden. So that's the end of the lesson for today. It's not a hard concept, but it's good to practice, especially to remember that you can find volume two ways. You can either do base times height, or you can do length times width times height. Get back to us with any questions or comments, and we will see you next time. Stay safe.